G2 will move on to the semifinals for the MSI rematch versus SKT, the last of the LCK versus the last of the LEC.
At the 2019 World Championships, we saw an inexperienced yet promising Damwon lose to G2 in the quarterfinals. They were a roster full of young, superstar Korean talents who wanted nothing more than to be the best. And while G2 would move on, the world got a glimpse as to what Damwon could be. But would they reach their full potential? We just had to wait and see.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to LCK Spring 2020. I'm Atlus. This is LS by my side.
Heading into Season 10, the LCK was more competitive than ever. It seemed as though the top 6 teams would all be competing for the top spot. And Damwon had faith in their roster to grow as a team and become one of the best teams not just in Korea, but in the world. But after 6 weeks into the season, Damwon found themselves outside of playoff contention with a 5-7 record. Up to this point, they hadn't been able to translate their reported dominant scrim form to the stage. And while their top side of the map was consistent in their performances, they couldn't find the right bot lane duo. They signed Ghost in February of that year, and he had just become eligible to play in Week 6. For the first 5 weeks, Nuclear was the starting AD for Damwon, and they would periodically swap in Hoyt for Beryl in hopes of finding the right duo. But nothing up to this point could bring consistent results. But with Ghost now officially on the roster, they put him up to the test. They put Ghost and Beryl together against APK Prince. And while APK Prince was by no means the best team in the LCK, Ghost and Beryl impressed. And heading into Week 7, Damwon had a new bot lane.
They have nothing to do, Atlus, and I think it would be an injustice to say that there's somehow a way for them to win in this.
Well, they're going to try. Beryl's going to flash Noguri as well, and now the re-engage comes in. Showmaker is going to grab the first one onto Lehens. Now chasing after Zenit. Ghost grabs one of those kills. It's a double for the Kassadin so far, as Lava's running as fast as his little legs can carry him. Triple kill in for Showmaker. He is just obliterating this Hanwha squad.
In the base against Kassadin, and you can, okay, well, clears out the mini wave, buys a lot of time.
Yeah, that he will. Tons of damage coming out here. Just take a look at Aphelios in the backside. Gets exhausted, but it's not enough. The damage is coming out. Kassadin in the base is not going to be able to push enough, although he is looking for the kill. Double S on the run, and Kassadin is going to lose the fight somehow.
Damwon swept Week 7, including their final matchup against a second-ranked team in T1. They had finally figured out not only their bot lane duo, but they brought their scrim form to the stage, and were able to finish the regular season on a high note, winning 4 of their last 6, to finish with a 9-9 record and earn a spot in playoffs. In the playoffs, they battled to beat KT, and came up just short against DRX in the second round. With their spring season officially over, it was on to the summer split, where we would see something from Damwon that would put them in the conversation for the best team in LCK history. Having spent the midseason break working together as a team, Damwon jumped right to the top of the standings in the summer split. 4 weeks into the regular season, they were 6-2 and right in the mix with the other top teams in the LCK. But Week 4 would be the last time that Damwon would lose a series for the rest of the year.
Okay, 19 and a half minutes, like you're talking about. They're looking for the end of this one. Canyon's going to move in. Showmaker takes a bit of an ultimate there from aiming, as now Beryl just tanking up Sowan, who's put into the decoy, and yeah, Noguri's going to be able to take that one down. Second Nexus turret is going to fall. Beryl at about 100 health, looking comfortable as ever as he's Zenith.
Damwon would go on to win every single matchup they had for the rest of the summer split. In fact, after Week 4, they would only lose one map to Gen G. And come the end of the regular season, after Damwon had completed the most dominant split ever, with a 16-2 overall record, and a staggering 34-5 map record, they were being compared to the 2015 SKT roster.
With that win, they will secure their spot in the grand finals, and they are truly, more than many other seasons we had here in the LCK, the final boss. I don't know of any of these teams that can really challenge them right now.
Well, we'll see whether, you know, we're going to have a possible gauntlet T1 that might be able to get up there. Remember as well, guys, plus 29 points. Equal with SKT of 2015, that uber-dominant team that was able to just absolutely clap all opposition. Damwon have done a similar thing here in summer. Just ludicrous.
Joby wanting to do something off the back end of this one, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop this croc.
DRX found themselves staring at their third defeat screen in a row at the end of the summer finals, and Damwon had just added to the most dominant split in LCK history with an equally dominant finals performance. And now, they had their sights set on Worlds.
Also going to be taken off the board. Deft, he's just going to throw himself away. And the Nexus is going to go down for the final time here. And congratulations to Damwon for the first time. One of our teams promoted from the Challengers Korea is going to be your LCK champion.
But more than that, they were set on revenge. Damwon wanted to face off against their enemies from last season in G2 and do what G2 did to them and send them home.
G2가 또 롤드컵 지금 확정이잖아요. 만약에 대회에서 만나게 된다면 진짜 압도적인 경기력으로 그냥 꺾어버리고 싶어요.
The hype on Season 10 Worlds was the highest it had ever been. At surface level, it looked as though this would be the most competitive Worlds ever, with China, EU, and Korea all sending teams that in theory could win it all. The question surrounding Damwon was whether or not their domestic dominance would translate to the international stage.
And he does not care. That's Zoom dead, Loken dead, Lamau dead. Who's next? There will be Yagao, and finally Kanavi. He gets caught out. Can he get Canyon? And yes, he does. That's 1 for 5. The triple kill secured by Showmaker. The Nexus turret will fall, and Damwon Gaming obliterate JDG to start their Worlds run.
From their first match in the group stage, Damwon would set the pace for the rest of their Worlds as they took down JDG with ease. After going 5-1 in the group stage, Damwon proved to be in the best form of any of the top teams.
Well, G2 is first team to be pulled, but here's the deal. Because Suning is in the upper bracket, G2 must go to the lower bracket. You cannot be placed on the same side as your own group opponent. So they will dodge both top and Suning, and instead get placed into the first matchup in the lower bracket. Yes, Raz, tell us.
Come the knockout stage, everyone in the world wanted to see a Damwon G2 series. And as fate would have it, both G2 and Damwon would get seated on the same side of their bracket. Provided that both Damwon and G2 beat their opponent, we would get our grudge match.
Looking absolutely unstoppable in this first quarterfinal. 3-0 as many predicted, but I think the assuredness of this win from Damwon is going to be striking fear into G2 and Gen.G.
G2, they don't want Ruler to survive, and he will fall. Life up in 5, but it's too little too late. G2 will carry the hopes of the West into the semi-finals. They will carry the hopes of Europe into a showdown against Damwon Gaming after they're done demolishing Gen.G on their fountain.
작년에 저희가 8강에서 G2한테 아쉽게 져서 떨어진 날부터 계속 다시 만나고 싶었고 그 기회가 이번에 다시 와서 이번에는 꼭 저희가 이기도록 하겠습니다.
The Damwon players are super eager to face off against us. They took last year's defeat very personally. For us, it was just another BO5.
G2 and Damwon had been on this collision course all season, and for Damwon, the possibility of playing G2 at Worlds was motivation to become this unstoppable titan that they had forged themselves into. Would G2 get another chance at becoming champions, or would Damwon eclipse their international rivals?
Damwon Gaming, though, set their sights on the Nexus. Damwon Gaming set their sights on the final. They look to G2. They take their time with it, but they sweep aside the LEC. And for the first time in 3 years, the LCK will advance to the World Final.
G2 must be shell-shocked right now.
I'm shell-shocked.
They just got rocked.
Fastest game in World's history.
Damwon had gotten their revenge, and was now one series away from putting Korea back on top of the League of Legends world. And what a fitting way to do it than to be matched up against China's final representative. Suning had taken down its Chinese brethren in convincing fashion to get to the finals. They had shown that they had world-class players in each position, similar to Damwon. But was it enough? Could Suning take down a team that seemingly didn't have a weakness?
Damwon pushing to the mid lane. All 5 group up to take down the inhibitor, and this might be the final push. It's been a 3-year hiatus for the LCK, a drought when it comes to finals appearances. And today, Damwon Gaming will shut down Suning. Damwon will silence Shanghai. And Damwon Gaming are your season 2020 World Champions.
Damwon crowned themselves champions to complete one of the most dominant seasons ever. July 11th was the last time that Damwon lost a series that year, and from that point on, they would only lose 4 games. Not only did they have the best split in LCK history, they had the greatest run in League of Legends history. From July 11th to October 31st, Damwon had a 33-4 record. They very well may have been the best team ever.